Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Diablo 3 play on my road to level 70. I am Josh Beiser from GameWisdom.com, and tonight we are continuing our perilous journey. Last time I almost bit the dust, and tonight we're going to hopefully get a bit further. I'm going to try to hit level 50, maybe get a little bit above that, and we're just going to see where things take us. Last time I got my build, I think, pretty much squared away. There's probably some tweaking of runes as things go up in level, but we're getting along pretty fast. Just gonna wait for the game to load up here. I'm still haven't found some good weapons to use for sockets and gems, other than the helmet with the increased magic find. There we go. Okay. I got a new weapon just before we ended yesterday, replacing one of my legendaries, surprisingly. We got diamonds in most of our clothes just to increase our resistances. So first thing we're going to do, I think, is go straight for a riff. It's a quick way to get a lot of experience and hopefully some good stuff. And here we go. I'm a bit nervous now because yesterday's riff almost killed me right out of the gates. Right. They are not wasting any time coming to us. Oh, we're just flying in the air. Alright, so just to recap what's been happening. This little blue, that massive blue field you just saw surrounding enemies is from my legendary belt. And what does it do is it blinds, I believe it stuns enemies. And because of that belt, I have on the passive that increases my damage to enemies who are blind, stunned, or frozen. So between that and my crippling wave and my other, I'll take that, look at that in 1 second. Okay, between that and Resolve, enemies are doing a lot less damage and they're taking a lot more from me. And my Exploding Palm, of course, is my staple just to do mass damage, and it weakens them even more. Yeah, so there's 20% additional damage, 20% additional damage from the passive in terms of what they'll take. And then my skills will lower their... Let's see, enemies hit. Enemies hit, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do about 40% more damage to enemies. Oh, no, wait. Ideal 40%, and they'll give 40% less damage. So, pretty nice buffs for me. Oh no, there's these damn Reapers again. They've been the bane of my existence for a very long time. Ooh. Those mountains are being too. Unfortunately, I got my badass shield. And my mystic ally flying back. Okay. Just want to keep this going. And my Serenity also does damage when I turn it on, so I get 3 seconds of invulnerability, plus it does damage to everyone around me. So things are going really well. And if tonight if things don't go bad at all and it's too easy again, I may bump things up to tournament. Alright, first elite of the night, who is it? Black Demon and... Okay, there he is. Desecrator and Reflect Damage. Not a bad one. We can take these guys out pretty easily. Especially when one of them explodes right in the middle of the pack like that. Mystic Ally is a little mass explosion there. Because of my shield and the increased health regeneration, I can basically stand in this field of damage and it's not doing anything to me. or it's doing such a light damage I'm just healing right through it. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Right. Again, this build is designed for fighting groups of enemies. So these types of situations I am not worried about at all. It's when we have to fight one-on-one or a boss that this build does run into some issues, which is why I have the Serenity to do damage, as well as Emergency Force Field. Alright, we got more trouble over here. Oh, good. Reflect damage, and he's frozen. That sounds good. Wow, they just all blew up. That's good for me. And the best thing about Serenity is that it nullifies Frozen, or Arcane, and any other nasty damage effects on the ground. What did we get? Anything good? Oh, that is very good for me. Sweeping Wind, yeah, that's what I have right there. Perfect. More damage for that is a great idea. I see a beautiful treasure chest there. We'll grab that. Oh, but first we got some more. Alright, another Desecrator, reflect damage. Lots of them here. But I'm not too worried. Go, boy, go. Okay. Some ass. We're about to level up. There, my Exploding Palm causes enemies to take more damage. So I want to apply that to anything that I'm attacking right now. And anything I'm attacking also does less damage to me. So it's a win-win. So many wins for me. Oh, good. Lots of guys that joined the party. Perfect. They're great Exploding Palm fodder. Perfect emerald. I'll be taking that. And the beauty of my mantra is I can just keep applying it as long as I have spirit. I didn't forget about that treasure chest. We'll just go back there. So I'm going to wipe these guys out first. Mantra healing? Yeah. Alright, did we kill everyone? Alright. Pretty good for the critical hit, but nothing else. Alright, anything good? Let's see. Increase 7-sided strike damage. No, we're not using that. Increase Exploding Palm. We definitely use that, but I lose dexterity, so it's not worth it for me. This would be really nice. It's basically a flat upgrade to what we have on. And this weapon, oh ho ho, that I like. Alright, we're gonna head back to town for a second. I got some gems to slide. Okay. Even though this is going to lower my toughness, I get a life on hit, and that's going to be really great. Now, it is a little bit slower, but I'm going to compensate by bumping that attack up dramatically. First, I want to craft the highest ruby that I can. Can I go anymore? Alright, we got 7 of these. At least it does all 7 at once now. That's good. Okay, this should get me up to flawless square, maybe? Good. Alright. That's that. I'll put these back. Alright, so quick little explanation of what I'm doing. I'm going to apply a damage modifier, or the flawless square ruby, to this weapon. The reason why I'm doing this and not the emerald, which would be correct at the late game, is I don't have high enough of a critical hit chance for it to work. Remember, critical hit chance, I keep doing that, there. Critical hit chance right now is at 5%. If I had more items on me that would raise that up to maybe 15-20%, I would totally go for putting the emerald in the weapon. because the emerald's going to raise my critical hit damage, probably up to 40 or 50%. So I could get a max of 2 times more damage whenever I'm critting. But I'm not at that point yet. But if I do get enough items for that, or once we hit the late game, that's going to be a major goal to aim for. And that's really what the end game is all about in terms of damage output. It's more about critical hit damage and chance as opposed to just flat damage. But we're not there yet, so watch this. So I'm going to go from 19.6% damage to, I'm going to say 35. Let's see. 51. Alright. I'll be taking that. I'm going to keep this weapon because it's really good, and by the off chance I die, might as well keep it for my next guy. And last but not least, I'm going to... Where is that helm? Where were you? Where did that helmet go? Oh, there it is. They change the different items sometimes. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. The lashing tail kick damage, I don't use that, so it's not important. So we'll scrap that. Put this on. And I'm just going to make sure I don't have any better gems. Or better topazes, to be exact. Topaz. Okay. So again, just a quick craft. Because you want to have the highest possible gems in your gear at all times. So we should be able to get a little bit higher with all these spares I have lying around. Okay, there's Radiant. We probably will be able to get up to Flawless Square, I think. Yeah. So it's going to go from 17% to 19%. And every little drop's going to help. Okay, so that's that. None of this gear, I think, is going to help us here. So I'm just going to scrap the rest. Can I use this? No. And again, I'm just going to do a quick double check for weapons. Anything? No. And gear. 27, 36, 32, 40. I think a shield's going to be due here. Oop. Better gear? Better stats, but I need more. It's going to be really nice. Plus an increased chance to block. Lovely. Alright, that should do for now. Enemies are going to be melted now, thanks to that 53% increase in damage. Alright, I don't need this anymore. And I'm just going to check over here. I'm going to pause for a quick second while I grab a drink. There we go. I'm just going to check the vendors, because I really could use a new ring. I've been using this magic one for a long time. I should really have a rare in there. Oh, and I'll check the runes. Okay, increased spirit generation to 20. That's not bad. Anything? Okay, mantra of healing. Okay, so right now mine does increase life regeneration. This is the one that increases spirit, which I don't need for this build. And this one, mantra of healing, also heals 182 life when hitting an enemy. So I basically get life on hit. I think I want to keep the increased regeneration. I think that's probably going to be the best for this. Alright, do you have anything good for us?
The work I put into acquiring these fine wares. It's not easy, I can tell you that.
Anything? No. Alright, with that, let's get back to our little rift and start melting some enemies. There we go. And we're back. And remember, because all skills, their damage is based on what your current value is, all my exploding palms, all my sweeping wind just got a whole lot more damaging. Alright, let's put you on. Oh yeah. These guys are toast. Oh man, they all just melted. And ooh. This trend continues. We may go up and attempt torment. But I gotta be careful about not getting too cocky, especially when we're playing on hardcore. Oh boy. Arcane Enchant Thunderstorm. Now this is gonna be a pain. Shield, don't fail me now. You gotta get out of these narrow corridors, because I don't want to fight Arcane Enchant, where all those nasty lasers can crisscross. Alright, let's put some Serenity on it as well. Get some increased damage. You gotta kill these guys ASAP. Shield back. The thunderstorms I'm not worried about. I can easily mitigate that. Okay, he should explode. Blow up already. There we go. 1, 2. Alright, now just for this guy. There we go.
A powerful enemy we have laid low.
Bloody chest. Nothing. We're halfway done the rift for the Guardian. Alright. Let's put that up. These guys are just barely doing anything, thanks to my shield and the mantra. Not to mention the fact that just by them being near me, they're doing about 40% less damage. Should be almost at the exit of this floor.
Are revealed.
Oop. Fire chain again. Not good to fight fast fire chain guys, so they can move so quickly around you, as you can see. But I got my Serenity working. Okay. Ooh, very good. Take that. And we just got a critical hit chance. So I'll see how big that was after I'm done with these guys. Alright. What was that? Critical chance increased by 2.5. So we're at 7.5% chance to crit. You can see the yellow numbers that flash up, those indicate critical hits. So, I do wonder if it may be time. Let's see. It's kind of hard to gauge how effective your critical hit chance is, unfortunately, because it is random. Oh, there's a shield pile, and now I'm invulnerable for about 30 seconds. Or 23. So we gotta find someone to fight quick. But spirits. Oh, good. More enemies. Perfect. Again, I'm invulnerable, so I can't be... So nothing's happening right now. Ooh, legendary amulet. I shall be taking that in a second. Blow up there we go. And that Serenity's kicking the ass. And my sweeping wind, it just stays on as long as I'm attacking. Thank you, Mr. Galley. You know that's not doing a lot of damage with Tested Prayer. I like to stay out of it just on principle. Alright, what did we get? This should be very lovely. Ta-da! Ooh. Okay. Enemies you kill have a 3% additional chance to drop a health globe. Alright, not bad. And the stats are going to be really great on that, as you can see. Give this one to her, just to have it. Alright, do we actually have lightning skills? Physical, fire, holy, cold. No. Now I could go to the Mystic and have her swap that out. But the cost, I think, is going to be too much for it to really be worth it at this point. Again, once you get to the end game where you're dealing with less loot upgrades, that's when you want to start specializing your gear. Alright. And I just noticed we're at 90% of the rift. Alright. Okay, throw my shield. Those arrows don't do a lot of damage, but they're constant damage. So I want to kill these groups as quickly as possible. This last group may be enough to take me up to 100%, actually. Come on, guys, get close. 90. What was that? 6? 8. Oh, yeah, this definitely right here. Arcane enchant. Oh, everyone's got it, which means each one of these minions will be spawning deadly lasers. Oh, what was that? Oh, the Hellbringer. Oh, thank you, Hellbringer. You actually saved me there. Put the shield on, it should mitigate a lot of the arcane damage effects. Nice. And we got our Rift Guardian. Who is it this time? Agnox? Again, I just gotta make sure to keep my shield whenever he does his big attack. Serenity for extra damage. Man, we are just laying it on. Oh, he's put down his little damage of effect ability there. That was that marking on the ground. So if you haven't guessed, this guy is all about fire. But I'm not worried. I'm trying to make a mental note of how many times I'm critical in this fight. There's 2 I just counted quickly. Now it's not a set damage, there's a range of what my attack can actually do. Which is why you're seeing different numbers. Sometimes 1,000, sometimes 67. And also the fact that when he's under the exploding palm, he takes more damage, so that's a factor too. Alright, he should be dead. Come on. No legendaries, unfortunately. Let's see. Not bad. Very good. That's what I want. More physical skill damage. New weapon. This one gives me 78% more damage, but I lose a lot of toughness and recovery for it. So I don't think I'm going to be taking that. At least we got this lovely amulet here. Definitely want to sock that with something. Let's see. This should level me up. And what did we unlock? Inner Sanctuary. Dash and put a shield up. 7-sided strike reduces the cooldown. And I think that's it. Okay, what can I put in that amulet? Once you get to the late game, you want to stock amulets and rings with legendary gems. But since we don't have any, I think I'm going to do, I guess, a diamond again. Again, just keep those resistances up. You can see, there we go, right down, there we go. These are all my resistances to the various types of effects in the game. The higher these values are, the more I get a damage reduction. As you can see, I take 38% less cold damage, 37% less physical damage. This is the block chance based on my shield, and the block amount likewise. Armor, which is just flat damage. So I want my resistances as high as possible to mitigate more and more damage. Alright, let's drop this stuff off. Okay, we don't need that. And we can finally get rid of that ring. Alright, let's do some quests. We've leveled up twice so far. Let's see if we can hit 50 tonight. Okay. Okay. We did a lot of Act 1 earlier, or yesterday. Let's see, are there any boss quests tonight? No. 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 Here, the ancient cave. Alright, just for the heck of it, I want to show off some of the more boss fights. Let's wrap up Act 1's boss fights quickly. Now that we're doing some really great damage, it should be safe to fight them on hardcore. Okay, back in the spider cavern. Spiders are both very easy yet very dangerous because of their speed. If you get caught by a pack of like elite or special mini spiders, they can really just tear you up. Oh man, my friends are going crazy with the loot down there. I forgot my sweeping wind. I was just doing so much damage without it. Okay. Now another good thing about getting some higher critical chance is that sweeping wind grows based on the number of crits I hit. Every time I get a critical hit, there's a chance it will add another stack. Okay.
I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created
Thank you, Rambling Guy, who I believe is voiced by Steve Bloom. Alright, there's no quest here, so I just want to run ahead and get to this boss and kill her pretty quickly. I wouldn't normally do this because there's no quests, but I figured just for the purposes of these videos, I can show you guys some of the boss fights. And these Act 1 ones are pretty safe to fight. Act 5, I'm going to probably wait until I'm so overpowered that's not anything funny, because a lot of the Act 5 bosses can have very cheap skills that can kill you quickly. I've died fighting Mathiel a few times because of that. As well as the first boss, the guy with the flamethrower, whatever the hell that thing is. The good thing is we are getting experience, and that will help us level up. Man, ooh, new weapon. Anything good? No. Huh? Good stats, but not good for damage. Now, there's a little bit of a trick, and because I've done this so many times, I actually know that this area is not completely procedurally generated. It's based on randomly affixing the different corridors together, and the reason I know this is that the way to the boss, the actual path, is pre-made each time. and I'm looking for a path that takes me to the right and up some stairs, as that is always where the boss is. Which is why I'm not going to the left as much, because again, I'm looking for that exact environmental design. We've been all the way up, so it can't be over there, I believe.
Someone help me!
I hate to say, but that guy is dead. Money. Oh, I hear a goblin. Hi, goblin. How you doing? Oh boy. Blood shard. One. It's not life or death to kill this guy, I suppose. Oh, but he's trapped, so that's good. What are you? Thunderstorm and frozen. Okay. This is a little bit dangerous, but again, we have such high damage. And I'm feeling cocky. How many blood shards? Okay. Time out for 1 second. I don't want to let those blood shards go to waste. Ooh, critical damage increased by 17%. Put that one there. Alright. 1 second. I want to use some of my shards up. Maybe I'll get something really good, maybe I won't, but at least they won't just go to waste. Okay, over here, Kadea,
Such a brave soul.
Akata. Alright, what do I need exactly? We have all rares right now. Come on. Rings are good. I guess just pants, so we'll just roll some pants one time. No. Alright. Just a brief intermission, folks. Just want to grab these lovely blood shards. Once we get to level 70 and I'm running the Great Rifts, I'll be able to increase the amount of blood shards I can carry. Alright. Again, I'm just going to try to run past these guys whenever possible. Alright. Ooh, Arcane Enchanted. Very bad here. But the good thing about fighting these spiders is they have such low health. And low health mixed with exploding palm is a good combination for me. Wow, they all just popped there. Okay, where is that way up? This is a very sweeping corridor type environment, which can be a little annoying to find everything. At least with the Butcher, I know reasonably well where everything is. I do want to talk about the Butcher fight as a point of the game's design, because I think that's a really interesting fight. And we'll talk about that probably in the next 3 minutes. If I find this frickin' queen. Okay. Good old shield. And I'm starting to lean that this may be time to go to Torment. Because we are just doing so much damage. Alright, so we're hurrying around. Gotta deal with these guys. Okay. If you're paying attention to those messages I'm getting in the bottom left, a lot of my friends are doing the rift runs in the end game, and you basically get scored on how quickly you complete them, and as your personal best. Okay, just stop right here. This tells me that this is the correct way, and I know this because this stairwell right here is the same every time that leads to the boss. This whole section here is pre-generated. I believe it should be. Am I right? Yeah, there we go. Speak of the devil, here's the boss. Okay. This is the spider boss, Queen Arena. This is a pretty simple fight. Her only little trick is that she will disappear when her health's at 75, 50, and I think 20% taken out to summon some spider friends to help her, but they're no match for me. And again, I'm doing 40% more damage, and she's doing 40% less damage. Oh, if you just saw, the number popped up for 97, just over 9,700 for my critical hit. That's because I have an increase on my critical hit damage, I believe, from one of the... Yeah, there's critical damage increased by 70%. Alright. There's 10,000. So you can see just how much more damage I'm doing, just with that slight increase to my critical damage. And that's why the endgame just lives and dies based on critical hit, as opposed to putting rubies and everything. And if you get a build with high enough critical hit chance and damage, man, you can really become unstoppable. I mean, I even forgot that my sweeping wind is off right now. Look how much damage I'm doing. I just did over 100,000 damage to that one spider. Probably my exploding palm crit. Alright. She is done. There's really no way she can actually stop me. She won't spawn any more spiders. I think we'll do some Act 2 quests after I'm done with her and the Butcher. Yeah, she's about to drop. And... down. Very simple fight. Nah, not worth it. Not worth it. Okay, let's just hop right on over to the Halls of Agony, and we will take out the Butcher quickly. And again, it's really great doing these quests with this build because my build is all about group enemy fight because of Exploding Palm and Sweeping Wind. I just had to take a quick drink. Alright, geez, guys. Alright. The Butcher path is in one of two directions, and a lot of times I pick the wrong one. Maybe we'll get it right this time. Okay. Oh no, lots of skeletons. Everything falls, so Exploding Palm.
We have done it.
Alright. The reason I'm picking up the lower tier items is simply for crafting purposes, just to scrap them back in town. Damn. Definitely kicking a lot of ass tonight. I wonder how much more we'll be kicking if I had a higher critical hit.
Your claws are revealed.
Alright. Just gonna run ahead. And just like the Queen Arene level, I know where the Butcher's path is. There's a environmental detail that's the same every time that I'm looking for. And I don't think it's over here. This may be the wrong... I'm thinking this is the wrong way, actually. New level, and some more rubies. I'll check those out in a minute. Might as well, while the getting's good, just run ahead, right? I think this may actually be the right way. I'll close this trap in case I'm wrong. Let's see. This may be the right way. And so much damage. This be the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. I can tell because I just saw these two Iron Maidens side by side. That is the indicator that this path leads me to the boss, and the stairwell down is the same. Alright, well, I'll wipe these guys out quickly, and then I'll just look at these runes before we go in. New Exploding Palm. Exploding Palm arcs up to 15 yards to another target. That is actually really nice. Okay, Breath of Heaven, gain additional spirit. Mantra Conviction. Enemies affected deal 15% less damage. This would be really awesome to have, but again, I'm relying on Mantra of Healing as my defense abilities. If I wasn't playing on hardcore, I would definitely switch Mantra of Conviction with healing, but since I have to keep in the back of my mind the risk that I could be killed, I want to have this additional healing and shields as a backup. Alright, so here's the Butcher fight, and what makes this such an interesting battle compared to other ARPGs is that it's actually very much environmentally based, and you'll see why in a second. So besides his flat attacks like so, that tells me something his heavy attack, the floor is going lit up with fire, like right there. And I have to avoid that as well as some of his grabs. And it just makes the fight a little bit more technical compared to other ARPGs, where it's just a straight up grudge match of who can hit who the most. Alright, he's going to probably do a charge up, and there's the fire. Charge up. She stunned him. And he's got like a scorpion for Mortal Kombat attack there. Oh boy. Fire, fire, fire. If you're playing this on the higher up difficulty levels, if you take too long, the entire floor will light up with fire. Okay, oh, my Serenity just completely nullified that. Thank you. Right. While I am heavily geared up for this fight, I don't want to take any chances. There's his little chart. Oh. He grabbed me, but I was invulnerable. Okay. He's halfway done. No, you don't. Keep that exploding bomb on. Yeah, so I'm definitely playing the boss as great, but I'm definitely not at the point where I would reliably do this fight on Torment and above. Because I should be... Because I want to be killing him a lot quicker. There's his charge. Serenity on. Yeah, as you can see, the floor is definitely laying up with fire. But my shield is mitigating enough of it. I believe there's an achievement for beating him without getting caught on fire, which I've gotten from previous runs. So instead, we're just going to go straight up and wipe him. Come on. Almost dead. And... down. Oh. Goodbye, Vulture. Anything good? No. Alright, that's the Act 1 bosses. So, I think for tonight, let's clear out Act 2, and I think then we will probably call it. Let's see, I'm at level... Been so busy, I didn't pay attention to what level I'm at right now. 44. Okay.
Hey, miss, I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came
Now,
from there.
this little squirt sells some endgame stuff here. Wart Bell, which is a crafting ingredient, I believe, to unlock a hidden level. We have Hellfire Rings. These are for people who assemble the, I think, the Pandemonium Machine, which is another late game thing where you have to fight Uber versions of the boss. And these are just some special armor. Okay. Very good weapon. If it only had a socket, this will probably be a worthy item. I may just keep this just for the hell of it. Okay, again, I'm keeping the common stuff on just so I have the resources in case I need to do some crafting. Alright. Alright, one second, I'm gonna grab a quick drink.
Loran, I haven't heard from the Herondrum we sent to the Scovos Isles.
Scovos is a
Alright,
land.
Act 2.
I hate to think
Oh, I could probably kill her quickly too, Magda.
All of us know
Yeah, might as well Kill two birds with one stone. Act 2 is where a lot of enemies become a lot more annoying to fight. You got bug enemies that shoot like a spread of insects at you. You got these annoying serpent guys. Let's see. Kill Joram the Cleric. Where is he? Alright. Is he up here? There he is. Oh. Wait. Hold on. Am I confusing quests? Back it up. Oh, well, you know, the two quests are literally right next to each other. Alright, this is the way to Joram the Cleric, then. Lots of demon-related guys here, but we can take them. Alright, when these guys are stunned, they won't do their little transformation like that must. Okay, come on. These thralls take a lot more damage than their fleshy counterparts. There should be an elite enemy nearby. Yep, there they are. Electrify and health. I think this is the first time we have health link on this video. And what this means is that all the enemies share their health bar. So when I attack one, I'm really attacking them all. The bad news, it means it's a lot harder to kill one individual enemy. The good news is that they overall take a lot more damage because one becomes for everyone. And again, with this build designed for attacking groups, Health Link is the one that I want to see as much as I can because I'm just built to fight those enemies. Alright, Fleet Shrine, increase speed. Oh, and we got some more trouble. Teleport. Man, another freaking frozen. So much exploding bomb right there. Oh, and there's our Joram the Cleric, and we've got a legendary recipe or plant. Open that lovely thing up after I'm done with Joram. And then we'll just head on up and kick Magda's butt. Oop, get out of there. Also, I want to pause for 1 second of this fight because I want to explain a very useful tip for any new players watching. Even though it may look like I'm using my mouse to move around, I also have a key set up for force move. This is for situations just like that, when there's frozen or some environmental effect on the ground, and I want to get out of there without accidentally clicking on enemies. This is also incredibly vital for the Belial fight. And to turn that on, let me just show you quickly. You want to go to Key Bindings, and it is where Force Move, right here. It is really good to have this on because it will save your life when you're busy trying to dodge environmental effects or arcane shots, frozen bombs, etc. And it's one of the first things you should do whenever you replay after a new season because all the controls and settings get reset. So just a little, the more you know there, folks. Alright, let's go kill Magda quickly. Magna is a perfect fight for me because, again, I have Exploding Palm to help. So I'm just going to run right by these guys. They can't do a damn thing to me. And Magna, this is a fight that's all about dealing with her little minions. She does some decent damage, but not a whole lot. Alright, let's go, you. As her health drops, she's going to start summoning guys to help her. Which should be very short. There's some annoying bugs. Okay, good, she's standing right next... Oh, she moved away. Again, I have my Exploding Palm to help me out here. And just by standing near me, everyone's taking damage and they're doing less damage. I'm just going to be summoning some more guys very shortly. Like there. Again, I have my shield up just in case of an emergency. Oh, and there's Exploding Palm doing its thing. And she is almost dead. Ooh, I didn't see that moment. That's why you always gotta pay attention, folks. Alright, very quick fight. Oh, not bad, but it had sockets. I would definitely swap that out. And, ooh, more critical hit chance. Very nice. Even though it's going to reduce my physical skills by 7%, the increase to critical hit is going to be great. And this is actually a level 40 gear, but you can see where it says level requirement reduced by 4. Alright, so now I do 67% damage, which is up from the 50. So right now I have an addition of 17%. Oh, I'm sorry, critical hit chance. I'm at 10 and I had a base of 5. Not bad. Once you get to like 20, 25, you really start to see the difference. Alright, let's warp back to town, give that recipe, and I can see what that exactly is. And I realize I didn't complete the quest, I have to kill 6 more guys. Alright. Okay, so obviously this is for a mage. Arcane damage, reduce. Not bad. Alright. Let's head back over here, kill 6 guys quickly. And then we just pop right up there and complete that quest. Not bad, everything is like right next to each other. Yeah, that molten effect took me by surprise. You gotta be careful around that because it is high damage. And you want to avoid that whenever possible, obviously. Alright, where was those last 6 guys? They're probably right up here. Oh, how nice. They're just standing right here waiting. Right, there we go. So the dream is I want Exploding Palm to get the critical off, because that is my most damaging skill in my arsenal. Okay. Going to the Kasim outpost. There's one. Oop, I went the wrong way.
Belial.
There's 2 other bosses in Act 2, Zoltan Kunkul and Belial himself. Belial, I don't think I'm going to be fighting. That is a very much a pain in the ass fight, especially when you're on hardcore mode, because it's all about avoiding environmental attacks, and just one bad lag spike can get you killed there. But Zoltan is one that I like to play. It's a very easy fight to deal with. Alright, so we have to clear out all the minions around. And then we rescue him. Alright, this is going to be pretty quickly. Man, that belt is just awesome. This keeps everyone distracted while he's bashing. There's 2. Oh good, we got the other bounty.
Another one.
Okay, and there's one more. I think it's further south. Okay. And we're definitely going to hit a level now. Oh. Knock back and electrify. Not too big of a threat. I just love how even... Oh, and another plant. I guess that... What is that in here? Yep, that plus 19 is really paying off. What is this? A legendary hand crossbow. Of course, another item that I can't use. We'll just avoid these guys. They're all going to get blown up anyway. Put my Serenity on. And complete. Do I get a chest? No. Okay, anything here? Alright, 2 down, 3 to go. Let's head down here. I think this is another quick one. Some of the Act 2 quests are very quick, while others can take a while just because of having to find them. This one, I believe, is another quickie. The entrance should be fairly close. Again, I'm checking the map up here for the ping when I'm nearby. Okay. You'll find that a lot of these enemies attack in groups for Act 2. They'll jump at you, they'll spit stuff. The most dangerous ones are their serpents, who will appear basically in stealth until they get close enough to attack. They were the cause of many of my deaths back in the original Diablo 3 release, when the game was not balanced at all for the higher up levels. Oh no, it's a trap. Back then, the enemy sets were so souped up, they would kill you like within seconds. And it's amazing how some people are able to play that on hardcore. Alright, there's our entrance here.
You were ambushed. Cave.
And we just gotta clear this little quest out, and this will count for the bounty. Good experience. Back this up there. I'm not even using the majority of my skills at this point. There's not even any need. I just gotta go around this little area, wiping them all out. Okay, it's at full strength again.
But there's no time for pleasantries.
That's everyone.
Alright.
Let us report back to the captain.
A few more guys. Now he's gotta deal with
Everyone's
the
accounted for.
mini boss here.
All right, men. Finish patching up these two and let's get out of this damned pit.
Yes, sir. Wait. You hear that?
There we go. Alright. Gotta wipe these guys out. They're making some great time in these Act 2 quests, by the way. But I think the Ancient Cave one may take a little longer, just having to find the place. There's our guy here. Bone Serenity. That turned into a chicken. And dead. Oh, got some more blood shards.
Brave souls.
But I'm at
May
full,
your friends
right?
recover soon.
Okay, 3 down, 2 to go. Might as well take the longer one now. It's not so much a difficult quest, it's just that this is a huge area, and it can be sometimes hard to find where the ancient cave is. And I gotta be a little worried as there's some very tricky fights here. Ah yes, more of these fallen guys. Fortunately, I can just blow them up. Also hidden in this area is a very special name fight with one of the enemies for the Pandemonium machine. But I don't think he shows up, or you don't have a chance of getting it unless you're playing on Torment Up. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe we'll find him, even though I don't want to. Oh, so we got some bugs. Okay, Orbital and Frozen Pulse. Orbitals are those lightning balls, the Frozen Pulse is that giant ice thing that's shooting at you. And we're barely taking any damage thanks to the Mantra of Healing. That's why I'm keeping this on as opposed to the Mantra of Conviction.
You never cease to improve.
Very nice two-hand weapon in terms of damage. Alright. Where are you, Ancient Cave? As I was saying, this is going to be very long just to find, and then we still have to go in and clear out the second floor, which involves finding that. But we'll get some decent experience from fighting all these guys. Go and get close so I can calm you. Oh, and there's those spiders I was telling you about. They stay cloaked until they're about to attack. And a lot of the early days of Diablo 3 was about getting alpha strike by those guys and just getting wiped out immediately. Alright, I see there's trouble up ahead. Alright, teleporter in play. I'm not too worried about these guys. Again, huge groups of guys make perfect exploding palm targets. Good. Oh, not bad. I'll take that. A little extra movement speed can't hurt.
3 centuries ago, a much smaller...
Alright, now where is that cave? This is one of the biggest areas next to another one that's in Act 2. Wow, they're just falling apart. And while I am talking about going up to Torment now, I would also think about lowering that once I get close to 70. Because remember, the scaling changes between 69 and 70. So Torment 1 at 70 is a lot more dangerous than Torment 1 at 69. So we may go up there as an experiment for the next episode. So it's definitely not up this way. Nope. We're not replacing our awesome blind belt. So that tells me that the ancient cave is to the south. Most often it appears in a corridor that you have to walk down to get to, which is why I'm going to be hugging this southern wall. But it can sometimes appear in another way. More of these damn snakes. Nothing. I will get the little alert once I'm close to it, but I still need to get close. Sometimes if you take too long, the game will just automatically tell you what it is. It is nice, I suppose. Even when he hit me, it didn't do anything. Alright, another level. What do we have this time? Okay. As long as your vortex at 3 or more seconds, you gain 8 spirit per second. That is a really awesome perk, but we're not spirit focused. Alright, new mystic ally. This one does increase damage. We only spirit gen. Okay. Your mystic ally sacrifice yourself to heal you. No, we really don't need additional healing right now. This does 290. Maybe the Earth ally would be good. So many choices. Oh, and we just got the pop-up letting me know. Alright, poison enchant and these facts. I'm not too worried. Okay, I got my lovely Serenity on, that's helping me. And they just went boom. Alright, now he's gotta run all the way down here, and we'll get to the cave. Alright, I can actually just run just safely down there. I've got ruins, and there's the cave. Oh wait, Enlightened Shrine, I'll increase my experience. I think gold, yeah, just experience. So I have to deal with these guys that are blocking the way. There we go. And it's great that I'll have additional experience from fighting these guys. Alright, ancient cave, we just gotta get up to floor 2. Oop. Electrified and molten. Alright. Again, molten means that they will explode when they die. So I have to be careful to watch out for that. Like right now. Other than that little trick, they don't do too much. The molten in the ground is also hurting me, but again, my mantra of healing is surpassing damage. Right, anything good? Not bad. But I think I may keep this for the critical hit chance, at least for right now. Now we just gotta find our way back to the second level. Oop. Guys here. But they all fall from exploding bombs.
Storm breaks.
Up, we got some more. Up, frozen. Damn it. Again, frozen can be very dangerous. Alright, thank you, Serenity, for that reprieve. Now I can get away from that. Oh, yeah, as I was just saying, frozen can hurt a lot. Especially because it's stacked with each explosion. Okay. And that's why I prefer Serenity over Breath of Healing. Because even though Breath of Healing will give me more health, it won't block or mitigate Frozen. So I have Serenity as my emergency get out of trouble card. Now we just need to find the way up. Increase attack speed, good.
Strike through me.
Nope. Stand up there when you're close. There we go. Yeah, I think from more I'm playing, even though things can get a little dicey, our stats are just a little bit too easy. Just playing at Master right now. Okay. So I think with this, after we finish these quests and we're done for tonight, the next episode will probably start on Torment, just to see how crazy it is. We'll get another increase to experience and gold. And once we get high enough, there will be different legendaries that have a chance at showing up. Or it will pull from a specific loot table that's for only level Torment and up. Okay, something tells me the door is right there. And this is why this quest can be annoying, because it just takes a long time to find where you need to go. And these guys, they don't do a lot of damage individually, but when they all attack at once, you can see it does do a number to my health. Fortunately, I have my shield that blocks, and my other shield that absorbs. Alright, it's gotta be up here. And then the next quest will go by pretty quickly. And of course, it's literally right in that little alcove that I walk right by. Alright, so we don't get frozen or arcane. Should be good. Alright, Waller is another dangerous one because it keeps you stuck in one spot. That's another reason why I like Serenity, as it will give me a chance to survive any damage while I'm stuck somewhere. Such as right now, where these guys explode, they can't really get away. I think I'm out of damage, good. Oh, hello, there's only 2 guys on this floor. Just this little guys. Oop. There should be a chest. Not that one, that one. I'm running out of room, too. Anything good? No. Okay, last one. But first I'm just going to go back and do a quick salvage and grab a drink. Alright, 1 second. Okay, let's salvage the stuff. I should be able to afford a weapon, maybe, or craft one, but we'll see. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Oh yeah, I gotta change that into the blacksmith too. There you go. Alright, can I do anything here? 46. Let's try it. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. Huh. Not bad. I mean, look at this. The damage increase, it's doing more damage even though I have a socket with plus 25 damage. Very nice. I really want a weapon with a socket. And speak of the devil. Oh, this would be so perfect if it had some vitality. Let's put that in the maybe. Okay, this is 28 and 13. So this would probably be a little bit better than this one. Come on, give me a freaking socket with everything that I need. Okay, thank you. Okay. Plus 17% damage. A little bit more toughness. I think this is definitely going to be one, unless we get... Oh, whoa, 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 wait a minute. 70%. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. Can I even dual kill? Is there any benefit? No. Okay. Don't need this. Really don't... I think I'm going to keep that around just in case. You never know. I'm going to try one more craft. This is almost the perfect item. If it had both dexterity and vitality, it would be golden. No. So close. And this is the last one I can craft. Oh, man. I think I'm going to put this one on, because the extra life I think is going to be really helpful, because that's what I have on. Oh, actually, it's life after each kill. But I do get a little bit more defense. Decisions. I already do chill, so I think that we'll go with this one. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I have a critical hit chance of 10%. I'm going to put an emerald in here, and you're going to see probably a major increase in damage when I get a crit. Okay, can I afford any new emeralds? Yeah, I should be able to. 1 second. It's still a little time consuming, but it's a lot quicker than it was before. I had friends who just threw out all their emeralds just due to all their gems due to the hassle of having to craft before, because you had to do it one at a time. But now, you can at least do this, so I can go all the way up to Flawless Square. There we go. Alright, so with this bad boy in my weapon, now when I do a critical hit, I do 112% more damage. So yeah, it's gonna hurt enemies a lot. And if I can crit off of Exploding Palm, so much the frickin' better. Alright, we'll put you in here, and I don't need that. Okay. We had a short reprieve. This weapon's also quicker than the mace, so that's a plus. Let's get back to the final quest. I'm doing a lot more damage, of course, so man, this may have been enough. Okay, and just for the hell of it, we may just fight Zoltan Cruel? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce some of these names. Okay, we gotta kill 100 guys and find this little boss. Shouldn't be too hard. There's a lot of little guys here, and they're gonna pop very quickly from Exploding Palm. Pay attention to the critical numbers when they pop up, too. Oh, see, I just did 11,000 damage. Oh, I think that was 16 or 13. I didn't pay attention quick enough. But you can see how much more damage I'm doing whenever I crit off of an enemy. And that's because of the emerald. And this is why people prefer that over the ruby when you get to the late game. When you get high enough critical chance on top of that, it's just nothing can compete with it. Oh my god, I think I just did critical off of it, Exploding Palm. So I saw 212,000 pop up. Okay, 17, 18. Okay, well, that was the Archivist. Now we just have to wipe out all these little guys. Oh, I thought that was a treasure bomb, which was an hint.
My strength has increased.
My goodness. Again, you can see the results from this. Alright, new runes. Each enemy hit reduces the spirit cost. Not bad. Serenity. No, I don't need one more second of Serenity. I like the damage. Conviction. Slows enemies. Alright. Oh, wait. What do we have now? Increase. Oh, 40% of your single elemental resistance from items. Okay. So what this does is it takes 40% of whatever the elemental resistance that's on item and applies that to all the resistances. So that way, I'm basically getting them all improved as opposed to just focusing on one. That's a great way of hedging your bet, but because I have diamonds that does that automatically for me, I don't really need it, at least for right now. Okay. Wow. Now here's the little thing, I'm not sure if Sweeping Wind also has a critical hit chance, because it does damage per second. If it did, though, man, I would be kicking some major ass. Alright. 22 left. Let's go. Where are you? But yeah, with this item, with the critical hit damage modified, I think we can take on Torment next time. Oh no, uh-oh. This could actually be a little troublesome. We got Arcane Enchant in a narrow area. It's good that I can get them all close like this, but it's bad, because once those lasers start flying, I'm going to be getting hit like wild. Alright, take him out, take him out. Whew. We gotta keep those critical hits going.
I learned much from that.
Can't use bow and arrow. This is going to be a trap. Well, it's probably just quicker to finish these guys off here. And on top of the critical, again, I'm doing 40% more damage to them by my passives and rune skills. Okay. 10 more. Just one more group should be enough. Not these guys. Oh, it did count. Alright, this will definitely do it here. Alright, quest is all the bounties are done. And just for the hell of it, we're going to fight Zoltan quickly, because this will be a very fast fight. Zoltan is a easy boss. His most dangerous thing is that he has 2 giant friends with him. But they're very slow and can be stunned. Alright, where are you guys? There he is. And he teleports around, which is good, because I can wander over here, and he'll come right to me and then get trapped. And there's an achievement for beating him without hurting his little buddies. Or killing them. Now the only thing you gotta worry about Zoltan is when he causes rocks to come down from the ceiling, and when he summons hurricanes, like right there. Not like killed one, oh well. I believe if you take too long to fight him on Torment above, he gets like souped up. Oh, here come the rocks. They may not look like much, they do a lot of damage if you're not careful. There we go. Zoltan. Alright. Ooh, very nice. I may lose movement speed, but I get 9% more exploding palm damage. And you can see this item gives 39 lightning resist. If I had on that passive, 40% of that would go to my other stats as well. Alright, and our reward? 400 cash. Anything good? It doesn't look like it. Very nice weapon, but you can see I lose 26% toughness because I give up my shield with its lovely bonuses and chance to block. But this is a really good weapon. If I was a crusader or something, this would be one to wear. Alright. Before we say goodbye for tonight, just one final bit of scrapping. Don't need that. Okay. Well, we had another really successful night here. Completed the rift. We got some very powerful items, especially with gems to increase the critical hit damage. Excuse me, to take a drink. And I think with that, we are going to boost things up to Torment level 1 for tomorrow and see just how things go. The trick is you want to be at a level where you're killing enemies quick, but you're not killing them too quick. As in the point where you can basically play the game on cruise control. If you're killing them that fast, then you can probably bump up the difficulty level and get more experience and more rewards. But if it takes like 2-3 minutes to fight a single special or elite pack, then you probably want to lower things down. And don't be ashamed in doing that, especially if you're playing on hardcore like what we're doing. There's my nice pants there. Alright, before we go, I just want to show you quickly what happens when we bump things up. Come on, game. Okay. So, we're going to go back over here, and pay attention over here, folks. It's going to go from Master to Torment. As you can see, we get another 100% increase to gold and experience. But the big ones is we get additional gold, XP, and drop rate per Torment level, and new legendary items become available at 70. That we can't really deal with right now, but that will become a factor later on. And then of course there's all the way up to Torment level 6. This is not something you're going to do if you're playing on hardcore. You don't want to test going to level 6. It's going to kick your ass. But we're going to try Torment 1 for tomorrow, see how things go. If it slows things down too much, or if I'm getting too close to death with fighting, then I'll bump things back down to Master. But this should be good at least for right now. And again, once I hit level 70, I will lower things down to master just to test the waters a little bit. Okay, I think I've got everything else I wanted to say for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check back real soon as I'll have more plays. If you're watching this recorded on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out a lot. And check out game-wisdom.com for posts and podcasts relating to game design and the industry, as well as our Patreon campaign to secure some much needed monthly funding for the site to pay the bills and to keep this great content going. You can find the Patreon campaign on Patreon under Josh Beiser or Game-Wisdom, and you should be seeing a little pop-up in the corner of your screen any second for that. And lastly, if you'd like to watch these videos live, maybe bring some friends along, you can find me on Twitch under GW Beiser. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Wish me luck next time as we're going to Torment. Later, everyone.